Okay, just getting situated here. All right, so this is kind of impromptu, so I'm not sure exactly who is going to be getting on here. But the reason I am on here today is because I want to share with you about this upcoming 7-day activation. So I don't have an exact day that I'm going to begin this activation. I'm a little bit in flux right now as far as where I am settled physically in a space. So I haven't recorded. I recorded everything I want to record to bring this out. So I am going to explain first how the 7-day activation is going to be set up. But then today really is what I want to explain. Oh, hi, Fatima. Today is really what I want to explain is what is about because this is called Gaia's Galactic Core Council activations. And so I want to explain what galactic councils are and just kind of go into a little bit more information about exactly what this is. So the way that this is going to be set up is that every day I will have an activation for 7 days, and they're going to be pre-recorded, so I'm not going to be going live for them. That's my plan right now anyway. And so I'm going to pre-record them, and they're going to be one a day, and they're going to be posted here on forget where I'm at, on YouTube. And so they'll be posted here on YouTube. But after the 7 days, I'm going to take them off of YouTube, and they're going to be on my website. And so I'll have all that information, in the description box of each video so that you can go there and get the activations. And the reason I'm doing that is because there's this energetic exchange, that we know that needs to occur. And I'm sorry, I want to answer this. Excuse me, sorry. So there's an energetic exchange. And so when I do the 7 days in my description, I always have, if you want to support the work, you can put a donation, if you will, through Venmo or PayPal, if that's something that you're led to do. And once they're on the website, then there'll be a small energetic monetary exchange to be able to download and have those with you, and for people to then be able to come and experience the activations. So that's how it's going to look. And I will be posting both on Facebook and probably Instagram and here on YouTube exactly when this is going to start. So the activations, like I said at the beginning, is it's a 7-day activating into Gaia's Galactic Core Council. And so first I want to explain what a galactic council is from the information that I received. So one of the first things is that I want to talk about is frequency, because here in this galactic system, if you will, the density of it is such that when frequency comes in, it comes in form. And so that's why if you Google like Palladians, there's like images of what a Palladian looks like, or what someone from like a Syrian, or what they look like, and we name things. And the reason that we do that is because we live because our galactic system operates in more of a density, and so we have to name things. We picture, our mind pictures images so that we have more of an understanding and can categorize things. But in its true essence, it's a frequency. So when I'm talking about galactic Gaia's Galactic Core Council. That's the name that I was given, and because we need to name things, and so we're able to. So that's what I am talking about. I'm talking about Gaia's Galactic Core Councils. There's many different galactic councils coming in. And so, like I said, their frequency. And so I'm working with the frequency of it. I have some notes here, but then I want to make sure I get everything. And one of the things is, and the reason I talk a lot about frequency is because when we come into this earth, we come into form, this physical human form, but at our pure essence, we hold a very specific frequency. And there's those of us who are coming in now that are coming in specifically because of the frequency that we hold. And so there's specific people, humans, carrying a specific frequency that I'm to be assisting, I guess, for lack of a better word, in activating into their frequency. So you come into that full consciousness of your frequency. And so the 7-day activation, really, part of it is to allow yourself to come into the full activation where you're consciously aware of your frequency. So because those who are drawn specifically to this 7-day are those who at an unconscious level, and maybe a little bit consciously as well, already working with Gaia's Galactic Core Council. It's that now it's time for us to be fully consciously aware of it and be able to better direct, if you will, the frequency. So it's like we have more cognizance of what exactly that we're doing. And I'm gonna also do a pre-recorded video with this information so that it might feel a little bit more succinct in that pre-recorded video. But I wanted to get on here and speak about this a little bit, just in a live format. So one of the things, so when I'm talking about Gaia's Galactic Core Council, I want to go back to that, is what I have been shown. So this is something that came through for me this summer, and I kept hearing for myself, what was it? Or AI, Council of AI. And really is what that is. That was specifically for me, and there's others that are a part of that council. But is the point that I'm making is that our frequency is connected to different galactic councils. Because I don't know if you've watched the video about the light language. When I spoke about light language, we all have an origin point, or frequency has an origin point. And because we harmonize at a specific frequency, then our frequencies are connect into different galactic councils because our frequency harmonizes with that council. And so we're all part of galactic councils, and that may come to you, or you may already know that. You may already know what galactic council you are a part of. But Gaia's Galactic Core Council is made up of representatives, if you will, of different galactic councils. And so it's like there's many galactic councils coming in now. And there's like these representatives that are going to make up or actually already do make up Gaia's Galactic Core Council. And that's what I'm working with. And so those who are drawn to these activations are those who are representatives, if you will, of their galactic council coming in to be assist Gaia's Galactic Core Councils. There's other councils too. So there's Gaia's Galactic Core Council working, and then there's going to be also other councils assisting Gaia that are separate and a part of. It goes back to that whole, unity conscious. You are separate and one. It's so we're so anyway, I'm speaking specifically of Gaia's Galactic Core Council in these activations, and so the activations are one of the things. As I was thinking about coming live today for this, one of the things is that so quite a while ago, I was shown being a utility pole or a light pole, a power pole, and that has always stuck with me. And I understood for myself what that meant. And because at that time I was traveling around and specifically grounding into the earth wherever I was and sending in codes through the earth. But I've been over the time, I've been getting more and more where there's a lot of light poles. So like if you look at utility poles, there's utility poles all over, and there's utility stuff underground and above ground and everything. And so this morning I was thinking about it, and I was actually talking to a friend of mine, and I'm like, oh, I think I'm getting a little bit more information. So a utility pole, keeps stuff above the ground, but it's what I kept seeing is like almost like this lightning coming down through the utility pole, and then it's sparking out through the lines and grounding into the earth. And it's like the lightning aspect of it is hi siren. Lightning aspect of it is coming down into the light or the power pole, if you will, the self. And that lightning represents that higher frequency of who we are, and or like our origin point. I always call it origin point. I don't think that there's necessarily higher, lower. It's like our origin point frequency coming down through this physical form, and then moving out and into the earth. And so one of the things that was coming through for me is that utility poles are made out of things like wood and cement and metal, but our body, which are elements of the earth, and our physical body is made up of, literally, we are the earth. We're made up of the earth, and so our physical body is we had to come in physical form in order for the frequency of ourself to be able to ground into the earth. And so these 7-day activations are going to be fully activating our system so that we can hold that frequency and work with the earth to send it out. And the other reason that utility poles kept coming up, from my understanding right now, I may be getting more information, is that so this is a basic understanding of the energy or the electrical system of the electrical grid of the earth or the United States, how it's set up, because I'm not an electrical engineer, so I don't know the deeper aspects of it. But basically is that we have substations and distribution stations. And so the substation is where higher voltage frequency comes in, and then it is broken down and sent out into the distribution stations, which then breaks it down enough so that it can be sent out for the general public to use the energy. And so really is what this, so you may be a substation or you may be a distribution station. And it's not, to really be clear, that one is not more than the other or greater than the other. They're just part of the whole system. And so your frequency is connecting directly to probably one or the other of those. And so what I'm doing is the activations are going to be assisting your physical form in order to hold the voltage, if you will, the frequency that you need, and to be able to distribute it the way you need to distribute it in conscious awareness. There was something else I wanted to talk about. So anyway, so that's basically what these activations are going to be, how they're going to be utilized and what they're for. And so with that, so a lot of the work that I've done in the past has been with like attuning, helping people to attune to their light language, the frequency of their sound. And the thing is that everybody it's going to come through however it's going to come through. So when you're consciously working with it, it may come through like sound out of your vocal cords. It may come just like codes coming out, or you may be writing codes or art or dance or movement. I mean, it doesn't matter. And so it's just to understand and to fully trust, not even trust, coming into that full knowing of self, to just act, to do whatever it is that you're being shown to do. And that doesn't mean that you're sitting, in deep meditation for hours every day. You're likely going to find it that it's just going to be occurring throughout your life. I mean, just different things that occur in your life. Let's see. If anyone has any questions, if this isn't clear for anyone, and like I said, I'm going to do an actual like pre-recorded video, so it's going to be a little bit more succinct. One of the things that I also want to, part of the reason that we're doing that this is coming up right now, is that we're moving into full unity consciousness. And so unity consciousness is getting into this space where you truly see everything as working as one, that there isn't good, bad, higher, lower. I talk a lot about that, and there's basic understanding of that, and there's a basicness of us doing that or having that mindset. But this is coming into a space where truly nothing is bad and nothing is good. It's all working together. And so, because I know that there's a lot of things out there that are talking about these different wars, like we have physical wars on this earth, in this 3D realm, but then they're talking about spiritual wars and things like that. And to really come into this space where it's actually everything is working harmoniously together, and that's what we're coming into, is that's full unity consciousness, where it's like you see everything coming and working together. Everything truly is working together, whether it looks like it or not. It truly is. And so that's one of the things I've been really called to bring forth here on this earth, is that assisting with that true unity consciousness. And so as a part of it, being a part of the Gaia's Galactic Core Council, that's what I get to work with, other frequencies, you might call them beings, that are doing the exact same thing and assisting the earth in coming, we say coming into the new. It's not so much new. It's just like coming into her different form, and working with that. So that is the basics of what I'm doing here with this 7-day activation. And like I said, they will be initially posted on YouTube, for the 7 days, and then I'm going to be taking them off of YouTube, and they'll be on my website. And so I hope that this gave everyone some clarity and understanding. I actually do, and maybe I'll pin it to this. This summer I had an activation come through about Gaia's Galactic Core Council. So there's that activation. So I think I'll just pin it to this if you want to go back and listen to that. And just that one, I really think will help you to see if this is activations that you're to be partaking in. It'll connect with you some in a way. So if there's any, wait a second, I don't know how long it takes for like comments to come through and stuff. So I'll just wait a second if anybody has any questions, and then you can just, I'm on Facebook and Instagram, and so you're welcome to if you want to private message me, because I know that you really can't on here. So but you can private message me if you have any specific questions. So there's a question. Do you know how to transmit a belief that you are a burden? I will. So I'm not going to go too deep into that right now. That just because that's not the intention of what I'm doing today. But I do have. I'll link a video to this for you that talks specifically about that and how to do that, like how to shift really is what you're doing is you're shifting your frequency, kind of dropping a frequency suit, if you will. But I'll link that in this for you. I don't know if I can do that right now. Let me see. Oh, no, I can't. Okay, so I'll do that for you. And I don't know if the comments stay or not. And if they do, I'll just link it to your comment. So I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here. And like I said, if anyone has any other questions, you can comment on this live once it gets like fully uploaded, and post any other comments or questions that you have, or you can reach out to me like on Facebook or Instagram and send a message that way, or my website too. That's a good way. You can just email me through my website. That might be the easiest. So, well, thank you for your presence here today, and just many blessings. And I will be linking some of those things to this.